Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Ever Eden Tarot. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am Eden, and I'm so excited for this reading. This is one of my favorites. So, this reading is what you need to hear most. It is just straight up divine guidance from Spirit. So, I don't really keep too much of a format with this. I just see what comes and go for it. Sorry, this middle part is kind of bothering me. I'm so millennial and I do a side part, but I want to keep up and stay cool, so I'm trying out the middle part. Anyway, side note, you don't need to know about that. But yeah, so this reading is closest to my heart. I feel like I can just channel, and get all of the great information out for you in this reading. I already shot it. There is a lot of juicy information. And if you are connected to Spirit Source and do relate to the world in that way, you will find this very interesting, very fascinating. So we will just dive right into the cards and see what they have to say. See you at your, if you haven't done this before, of course, if this is your first time, I doubt I'm the first tarot reader on YouTube you've found, but if it is, I'd be so excited. But if this is your first time, I will put in a picture of the cards. You meditate, you find the one that calls to you, use your intuition, choose however makes you feel good. And then down in the description or in the comment section, you will find the timestamps. So find the timestamp that matches the one you selected, click on it, and then go to the pile to get your reading. And I will see you there. Bye. Hello, my wild, whimsical, and wonderful group number ones. If you chose this piece of pyrite and set of cards number one, then this is the reading for you today. We are exploring what you need to hear most. I'm pretty much just seeing where the cards take me and what kind of messages we have for you. This is one of my favorite readings to do, but I don't do it too often here on YouTube. It's usually all I do for personal readings, though it's my favorite thing for a personal reading, just to see where the cards take us and the advice that you need right now, what you need to hear most right in this moment. So let's jump right down into it. All right, our first card is Lifting the Veil. Question everything. Anything unaligned must go. Interesting. Let me get all three out here and then we'll dive into it. The Blue Flame, Spontaneous Awakening, Activation into integration time. Sorry, I sidetracked there. I'm holding these a little far away and I don't have my glasses on and I'm trying to read them. And then the next card is I Remember, Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. Okay. What you need to hear most right now is this card, really. The question everything, that you do not need to feel guilty on your pursuit for answers. You do not need to have permission to ask questions. If something is unclear in your life right now, if something doesn't seem to be showing up exactly the way it should, and there is an issue and you feel that deep down in your soul, you know that it isn't right and you know something isn't right, then you are allowed to ask questions. Don't let anybody shame you for asking questions or make you feel bad or anything like that. You need to ask the questions that you need to ask. And you need to know what is happening around you. And you need security, especially if you're making big decisions. I'm getting. If you're making big decisions, don't be swindled into contracts, into jargon, into different things like that, like sweet nothings, if it's a relationship decision or anything like that, without looking at the fine print, without asking the questions. And if you don't understand something, if something is not clear, sometimes things are intentionally not clear. Believe me, sometimes things are written to be and appear in a way to you so that it is unclear, so that you don't ask the questions. But you're being told to step into your power and ask the questions because things may not be as they seem, or they may be, and you just need the confirmation. But that is absolutely your right. And if you are entering into any type of contracts, any type of legal agreements, any type of leases, you're purchasing anything big, or I don't even want to say like marrying somebody and there's like a prenup. I don't know. You can ask all the questions that you want. You can bring yourself forward, and don't you ever hesitate to ask the questions. I know they say like there's no such thing as a dumb question, especially when it comes to like these big decisions in your life, and that do filter around like purpose and money and different things like that. You need security. You need to be secure, and you need to be able to ask the questions. And here's the thing, you need to be able, whether it's a work situation, whether it's a relationship, you need to be in a comfortable space where you can ask questions, where you are comfortable to ask questions, where you are comfortable to get the answers, to get the clarity, to get the transparency. If anybody's making you uncomfortable by when you, I don't know, bring up things or question things or have an opinion, and that you like just shouldn't, you should just kind of like sit there and be pretty or something like that. Like, no, 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 no. You are in your power. You need to come into your power. You need to be able to be in spaces that allow, yeah, that's a message for a lot of you. You need to be in spaces that allow you to ask questions and be in your power and have an opinion. You do. And if you're in spaces where that is not welcome, where your opinion is not welcome, no matter how nice people may seem, or no matter how good people may be to you, or no matter how close you may be with these friends, you should feel comfortable to ask the questions, get the clarity, and state your opinion freely. With this, the blue flame, spontaneous awakening, activation. Okay, so what I'm getting right now is that like you're feeling this need to be heard. You're feeling this draw, this pull, this thirst for knowledge, this thirst to be heard, this thirst to be seen in certain situations in your life. I'm not saying you want to be like some big star like this blue flame out here and like look at me, look at me, look at me, but you are in situations where you may be the expert, you may be the one with all the knowledge, or you may be, the one with a great idea or great opinions. And if you feel overlooked, like you are being called to stand out, that is normal. Yes. Okay. So if you are being called, you're being called to stand out right now. And if the reaction to you standing out, if the reaction to you and your opinions is to be overlooked, is to be shrugged off, then that shouldn't be. Then you are in the wrong place. Then you are in the wrong rooms. That you need to be in the rooms where that is appreciated. You need to be in the rooms where that is worshiped. You need to be in the rooms where that is highlighted. You need to be in the rooms where that is taken and cherished, and that your opinions where they matter. And you're being called into this light and into this power, into this activation, into this blue flame, to be this blue flame, so it can highlight the spaces for you. It can show you. It can show you the spaces that maybe you don't want to be right now. And that is why, and you're like, well, why all of a sudden do I want to do this and stand up for that and say this and argue about that, or like anything, or why does everything feel contrary? And you may blame yourself, like, why do I have to be the center of all this right now? But like your guides want you to know that that is being presented to you, that is being presented to you and through you, so that you know where you need to be, and that you know where you need to go, and that you know how these people will react when you do these things. And so that is brought into the light, that is brought into transparency, so that you can see that, so that it comes alive. And then you got I remember here. And a lot of this, whatever you're going through right now, with this activation, with moving forward like that, like it's bringing you back. It's bringing you back to memories. It's bringing you back to memories probably of childhood, of like just being suppressed, perhaps, of like, some growing up traumas, of like to kind of just be seen and not be heard, and different things like that. And those aren't feelings that you want to have. Those aren't memories that you want to have. So that is not a place where you want to be. Of course, make smart decisions, but it's just trying to highlight this into your life. Your guides are trying to highlight this into your life. They're trying to show you through your own strength, through your own strength, your own knowledge, your own ability, where you belong, and when you belong somewhere better, and when you belong at the next step, and when you have leveled up from something, because the minds of those around you are not matching where you are going. They're not matching your vision, your journey, your future. They're not matching. They're not matching for you. And so with this I remember card, it's the soul plan. Your guides want you to get, on track, or confirm that you're on the right track. If these rooms are reacting to, your questions and standing up for yourself, well, if that switch gets flicked and you're doing good, then it's like getting you back on course, getting you back on track, getting you back on the plan. This was the plan. This is the plan. You're going places, you're moving forward. Your voice is meant to be heard. Your voice is meant to be heard. Your questions are meant to be answered. Your opinions are meant to be acknowledged, and action is meant to be taken from any type of like concerns that you bring up. And never doubt that. Yeah. And this is like the fated life versus the destiny life. So the one that you kind of just end up in versus the one that you're supposed to be in. And confirming that either you're on the right path, and that's why you're standing up, that's why you're getting all this power right now, that's why you're feeling this surge of energy to stand up for yourself, your opinions, your ideas, and your beliefs, because it's making sure you are in the right rooms, you are on the right track, you are on the right path, or that if that path needs to be adjusted, this is the test. Spirit wants you to know that this is the test. This is what you're going through right now, and this is the purpose. Okay, let's see what else we got. Gratitude. I am grateful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Exactly. Then we have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. Yeah, ask the questions. You don't need to know all the answers, but you should be able to ask the questions. You should be comfortable. Courage. I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. This is a very big confidence building experience that you're going through right now. Your guides need you to know that. Need you to know that there is going to be a lot of doubt. There's going to be a lot of, should I say this? Should I do this? Should I be this bold? Should I, take a back seat in this one? You might feel turbulent. You might feel like you're turmoil, like you kind of turn something into everything into something and blah 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 blah. But that's not you. You're bringing up things that bring up other people's insecurities, that bring up other people's doubts. And, by not doubting yourself anymore, you're bringing those things to light, and that's making other people insecure. That is not your fault. You cannot take the power away from yourself so that you can make other people feel big. You cannot take, your intelligence away or dim your light to make other people shine so that other people are more comfortable, around you. And you're coming into this courage, and you're very courageous is what your guides want you to know. You're coming into this courage, and you've been in this grateful space, and you've been grateful for what you have, and you take, the moments for what it is, and that's why you're being rewarded with this courage. That's why you're being rewarded with this level up. This is why you're being rewarded with this opportunity to upgrade your life. Almost like take note of all the things. Take note of all the things that aren't working, that aren't a welcoming space for you, that aren't leveling up with you, to be honest, because you've been grateful, you've been there, you've sat and you've appreciated, whether it's your job or your relationship or anything like that, and you've done that work. You've done that fundamental work, Spirit wants you to know, and they're so proud of you for the work that you have put in, for your grace and your gratitude, and and your prayers to some of you that you have just, you've thought about these situations, and the reward is this courage. The reward is releasing that doubt. The reward is moving forward with or without these situations around you, and having the opportunity to see what you need to move forward with, and having the strength and the courage to move forward with or without these doubters and these issues following you, honestly, and you carrying them forward, and just being grateful for even the opportunity that you are in a place where you can leave things like that behind, that you are in a place of independence, and you are in a place of strength, and you are in a place of courage, and that you have come to this point in your life where you can actually move forward and move onward. or even elevate those around you. Perhaps some of you, this is an opportunity in a workplace or in a relationship to take things to the next level, to get people on your side about your beliefs, your opinions, and the things that you have. And then for some of you, it's the courage. It's going to be the courage to walk away, to move on from a situation that just is not growing with you, that you have outgrown, that does not serve you, that is not as elevated as you, that is not as, I don't know, like sophisticated as you. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. Okay, so our first card is the King of Swords. Yes. Yeah, communication and its power for sure. And the Two of Cups, which is good partnerships. Interesting. And the Two of Swords, which is decisions. Exactly. Okay. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so let's see what we have here. With the King of Swords, exactly. Spirit needs you to know that you have all the right words, is what I'm getting. Then you cannot doubt your ability to speak about your life experiences and the things that you know. You are an expert in something. You are an expert in the things that you are passionate about enough to talk about with conviction. You are an expert. You are the expert. You can talk about that. You can push it forward. Do not have any insecurities that you know enough. You don't need permission to know more, and like there's no certain point to get in your life, and check this box. Okay, now you know enough to talk about it. Now you know enough to be the expert in a field about it. I think about this sometimes, of the things I go through in life, or even like in tarot or anything like that. I'm like, who am I to be giving advice like that, right? But you know, I've been through a lot of stuff, and I take a lot of wisdom from everybody I meet, and I've met a lot of people in my life, and I've made it, an interesting journey for myself. Like, I need to have the confidence that when I sit here and talk to you, that like I've watched and I've researched and I've learned enough to admit that I know enough, and what I have to say is important. And that is what you're being called to. Like, you are not an imposter. You are not a poser. You are the King of Swords. You know, you have the knowledge, you have the wisdom, you have the tact to bring it forward. And with this Two of Cups, it's saying, it's either, this is so interesting because, with this Two of Cups here and then this Two of Swords, it's like this is either a divine union and your opinions are going to be accepted and they're going to be treasured. And this is going, whether this is a relationship or a business thing or a work thing or a school thing or what have you, or a friendship thing, even, it could be. This is either going to be harmonious or it's going to lead to a difficult decision for you. But actually, I don't even want to say a difficult decision, because the decision will be clear. The decision will be to be where you can create, where you can foster, where you can grow, where you can be this Queen of Pentacles energy and bring your ideas to life, bring your creations to life, bring what you want to life. And that is what Spirit wants you. Spirit wants you to create, but something's holding you back right now. Something's holding you back from creating, and it's people limiting you around you, people making you feel like your opinion doesn't matter, or you don't know enough to say that, or anything like that, and that you're in situations where you should be in harmonious situations. You should be in situations where you're cherished. You should be in situations where you're respected and honored, because you have the knowledge, and you're being called to create something that you have been holding back on because you didn't see yourself as the expert, or you didn't see yourself to bring up this plan in that meeting, or you didn't see yourself being able to bring up that conversation with your partner, or whatever it may be. All right, so let's clarify the King of Swords here. Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords. So with the King of Swords, it's kind of telling you that you have the knowledge to make the communication, but with the Knight of Swords, Spirit wants you to make the communication. Spirit wants you to speak up, stand out. Don't worry about the spotlight being on you. Sometimes you need to do that. And then the Two of Cups here, yeah, we have the Five of Wands. Out of chaos comes harmony, is what I'm getting. Out of chaos comes harmony. Don't be afraid to be a little bit tumultuous sometimes, you know? I think sometimes, especially when we're like maybe younger professionals or anything like that, like we think we have to like go along to get along, right? But when going along to get along hurts your ethics, your values, and how you see the world, and you feel like you're a part of something maybe that, isn't aligned with your higher good, then you can't go along to get along. You have to be a little tumultuous. And maybe people just haven't seen it the way you saw it. And then as soon as you say it, they're like, oh my goodness, we would never have wanted anybody to think that. Let's go forward. Or they're just jerks and you have to move forward. So to clarify the Two of Swords, so it's a tough decision, but like what I'm getting, Spirit wants you to know that you have options. You have options. You have tons of options. You like, once you come into this power, like people will be like, whether this is a job or a relationship or friendships, like people will be knocking on your door to be in this energy and to milk you for like, not milk, sorry, that came out weird, to like just like just be in your presence to absorb this energy and this wisdom that you have to offer. Like, don't worry if you have to leave something behind. Don't worry, because there's more out there for you. There's more than you can even handle. You're just going to be like juggling it all along. There's more. There's more to it. And then to clarify the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Six of Cups. Spirit wants you to kind of lean into whatever it is you want to create that makes you feel like back to your purpose, that gives you a lot of nostalgia, that perhaps like you've dreamed about with like friends when you were little, becoming X person and doing this, or perhaps it is for friends or has something to do, has some type of connection to maybe even your ancestry or anything like that. You're being pulled and called towards creating something like that and honoring your values and honoring, your ethics by being in a space that is respected, that you're where your knowledge is acknowledged, right? Yeah, more queen energy. Exactly. You are your creator. With the moon here, too, there's a lot of unknown. So don't fear the unknown. The unknown is great. Like, the unknown is great for you, too. The unknown is great because when you're in this queen energy, where there's unknown you can create. If everything was known, you couldn't like make new creations. You would just be like living out somebody else's plans. But this queen energy is like, these are your plans, this is your rule, this is your destiny, this is what you are moving forward. People should move your ideas forward with you, not you moving other people's ideas forward. That could pull over to friendships and relationships too, like living in this relationship or living in this friendship as dictated by somebody else's terms. Like it is time for your terms. Spirit needs you to know that. And you are being presented the power. You are being presented the activation so that you can bring that forward and you come into that. And it's not like you're actively like submitting to somebody else's terms. That is just like how society worked, whether it's like gender roles in a relationship or whether it's, boss and employee. And it's just kind of what you do. And then you wake up one day and you're like, wow, I'm really not living kind of like my authentic self. I'm really not working on the causes that I want to work on. I'm really not getting out of this relationship where I want to go in the future and how I see my life. And then we have the heart. And the reason that your guides are pushing you in this direction is because they know that your heart is in the right place. They know that whether this is a relationship or whether that this is a work, there's something they have. All right. They're like speaking your name in rooms or to people like that you maybe haven't even met yet, or that are just kind of like in your side view because you're so focused on this other view. And that they want you to make this space, and taking this courage and being like all of this conviction is actually making space for more and new opportunities and new things that actually fulfill you on your heart level and on your deep soul level, and great things that can come into your life, whether that be romantic or work or friendships, great emotionally fulfilling things that can come into your life. And the space will be created for that, like when you speak your truth, when you stand up, or new projects will be presented at you, because you will be leading them with your heart. And people feel that. People feel passion when they know it. They feel love when they know it. They know that when you're creating something that's bigger and just out of love or out of passion, out of like just sheer like desire for something like that, that hits differently, right? The energy that is put into that, the intention that is set into those projects, or into that relationship, it just becomes something more. It becomes something greater, it becomes something bigger than, even you imagined to many other people around you, because they can feel it, they can sense it. It's all about the intention, right? So, to end this reading, I did just pull a self care oracle to kind of just see how you can align, I guess, with all of this juicy information that your guides wanted to share with you today. So, we have a beauty ritual, which is number 5. I think this is very interesting, and how I'm going to put this in this reading is you if you're having trouble like standing up for yourself or having this confidence, like really focus perhaps, and this seems a little vain, but like on the way you look, on feeling like this queen, I'm feeling like coming from your heart, I'm feeling like being empowered, whether that's like, this is funny, but like getting your hair done, getting your eyebrows done, getting your nails done. Go do it so you can walk into any room with the utmost confidence, if that is what will bring you the confidence, if that type of pampering will make you show up and make you show up in your best energy. I'm not saying you need it to be in your best energy, but I know after I get like my hair done, like I feel pretty, I don't want to fly or whatever, and like all in my power, and like you can't tell me nothing. So for a lot of you to be able to activate this light, to be able to bring this forward, if you get that extra little boost of confidence through a few beauty tweaks, go for it. Do it. Take care of yourself so you can serve. You're being called really to like bring something to light that serves values and serves the world. Okay, group number 1, that is what I have for you. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of those fun things we do to let tarot readers here on YouTube know that we're listening. Also, the subscription I would really love, because I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you could join me on that journey, it would be greatly appreciated. And of course, the little like helps with the YouTube algorithm, I'm told. Who knows? So I will catch you next time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye. All right. Hello, my wild, whimsical, and wonderful group number 2. If you chose this pyrite stone and a set of cards number 2, then this is the reading for you. We are leaning in today and we are asking Spirit what you need to hear the most. And this is one of my favorite ways to do a reading, because I feel like I can just channel and channel and channel, and I get so many messages that people didn't even know that they needed. So please hang in there and check out this reading. I'm so excited to read for you. Let's dive right in. Okay, so your first card is Star Keepers, Cosmic Ancestor. Speed the light by staying grounded. Interesting. Or seed the light, sorry. So creation. Interesting. Okay, Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. So we got grounding, but we also have higher learning, but we're talking about Earth, but we're also talking about grounding. Let's keep going. We'll get all 3 out there and I'll tell you what I see. All right, your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. You have been put on this earth to create. You have been put on this earth to have a human experience. Your guides, your ancestors, whatever you believe, you are here to have a human experience. You are here to feel physical pain. You are here to create. You are here probably to be a visionary, to be an artist, to bring things to life. You are here to ground things, to plant seeds, to create them. You are a creator. You are bringing a vision, a higher vision from a different realm, from a different realm to life here on earth. And that is your purpose. You have set here with the purpose to have a human experience, to actually, like I said, like feel pain and do different things, to ground things, to keep. So like this Star Keeper, like you are out of this world. I'm serious. This is so sweet. They just want to build you up. That's what you're what you need to hear most, is that you are just out of this world and you've been sent to this planet. And this sounds really crazy and out there, and I don't really talk like this, but it's what's coming through. So I hope it resonates. And you have been sent here like on a mission to be a creator, to be somebody who plants the seeds and make things makes things grow, to be the person who brings things to life. When people come to you with an idea, you are the person to say, okay, do this, do this, do that, and then boom, it'll come to life. So whether some people too, like I'm getting strong like family vibes too, if that's what you wanted in this world, or even just like strong artist vibes, like to paint this picture, to create this canvas, to create this fantasy, to bring some things that are in the imagination into the physical realm, to build. Perhaps some of you are business people, to build, to create, to grow, to take an idea and actually plant it in the physical. And make the friends that you do, you make the love connections that you do, you make the work connections that you do, all with the idea of this creation, all because you are a creator, all because you are the person that will bring it to life. So you attract people with ideas, and you teach them how to create them. And if you haven't yet, if you haven't come into that power yet, you will be. And that's your purpose for being here, your purpose, and to create your own things and have your own ideas and bring them to life, but also to teach others, to inspire others to bring things to life. You may attract a lot of creative people, a lot of inspiring people, a lot of people with a lot of ideas would really be drawn to you, because of that energy. That might be overwhelming too for you as well, because you have all of these people with all of these ideas that are around you, all of the time, and you can't bring all of them to life. That is not reasonable, and that's not fair, and that's not what you're being asked to do. But you are being asked to inspire other people to bring things to life as well. To lead by example is what your guides want you to know. You are put on this earth to lead by example and show people how to create things. So whether you are, creating a family or building a house, or you're a designer, or you're an artist, or even if you're a tradesperson, there's just like fabrication, like you build it, you create it, and by doing that, even though you may not notice it, you inspire others. Like whether you create your own business, or you create your own content, or you create your own YouTube channel, or your own Instagram, you inspire others to do the same by bringing your creative content, by bringing your creative ideas, by bringing your business plan, your structure to life. You are inspiring the people around you to bring, to plant their seeds, to bring things to life. And then you're also offering wisdom. Some of you are too young for that yet. Maybe you feel too young for that yet anyway. But people will start to come to you. They'll start to ask you your opinion. They'll start to ask you your idea. They'll start to ask for your advice. I mean, even for some of you, I'm getting eventually like marital advice, or creating a family, or different things like that. And just like how to run a household, like, and how to create space for this. Like that doesn't have to relate for everybody. But for some of you, like, people would ask you for that advice as well. Like when you set a goal and you decide to bring something into the physical, like you're that person who has been like put on this earth to do that. You are that person who has been put on this earth to like start that like spark that fire story, like start that plan, like launch. You're like a launcher. These kind of things take off. You may find a lot of success in that. There may be like a coaching opportunity for you to look out for. Your guides think you'd be a really great coach, to teach people how to do like what you have done, what you have created, and teach other creators how to do the same. For some of you, that doesn't have to resonate for everybody. This is a general reading, but a lot of you will just create your own things, and then that's amazing, and inspire other people to do that. And then some of you may coach other people into creating things. I'm getting like a lot to do with a bit of work here, but I'm getting like just the creation of like, I don't know, like family and love too for some of you. All right, let's see what else we have next. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Yeah. And then next we have death. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Interesting. All right. And then we have pride, which is I love myself and I see myself in everyone. Okay, so what I am getting from these cards, like I said before, is like you are here to have a physical experience on earth. You may like get caught up in your head sometimes, but your guides want you to know like you are meant to be grounded. You are meant to be here, and you're going to feel the good, the bad, the everything that this human experience that you're going through has to offer. So for some of you, there may be like really high highs and really low lows, and things that you are meant to feel, but just Your guides want to offer you some reassurance if you're struggling with anything that has come to an end recently, that it is part of their plan. They have a plan. Like there is like this is canvas and you're bringing it to life, but like you're here with a purpose. You're here with a purpose, and every like pain and every other thing like that kind of comes across, your path is meant there to lead you exactly where you're going. And honestly, honesty, um they want to be really upfront with you. Your guides do too. Like they think that you're a good communicator, and you're the type of person who can tell people how it is, and that's why they send you the messages that they do, so you can convey them with other people and that you can share them with the world. And when they have like, you're the kind of person, like, you might not be extroverted or super outgoing, or maybe you are, but if you're more shy and introverted though, like you're the kind of person who, when you speak, like you speak with conviction. When you speak with truth. Like when you speak, people believe it. And that's why messages are sent to you. A lot of you are very intuitive, by the way. Messages are sent to you that are meant to be delivered to other people. That is part of your creation. That's part of your human experience. That is part of you being here on this earth, is like you just know things for other people. Sometimes you know like the best thing that somebody should do. And I'm not saying that you should always share that with people, because that would be very draining. But when it comes to your close friends and your family and the people that you have in your life that you trust, and when you have something to be honest and upfront with them about, and an opinion, you can bring it forward to them. Like that's what it was given to you for. That's what that seed was planted in your mind, was for you to make it a reality. All right. And then with the pride card coming through here, like your conviction should never be mistaken for pride, because what I'm getting is like you guys, I don't want to say like are empaths. I don't like to really like label people like that, because I think we all have empathetic energy in us. But you could probably come forth very strong because you are a creator, and you're here and you're grounded and you're having this very physical experience, but you're also, you don't take like your pride for granted either. Like you can be confident people, but you don't have to have like this huge ego, so to say. And your guides want you to know that they're proud that you're so balanced in that way. And that you need to hear that, like, that you kind of do see yourself in everybody, like this card says. Like you do put yourself in other people's shoes and say, hey, like if it was my business, what would I do? Or if it was my relationship, what would I do? A lot of you be like really great counselors to help people create their visions, or like life coaches or something like that. People probably come to you for like advice sometimes to get what they want. I don't mean that in like the superficial way, like so people can get what they want, but I just mean like in the way that they can succeed, so that they can flourish, because they feel that energy for you, even if you don't think that you have like achieved so much in your life. Like people see your energy though, or feel your energy. They know that you're like an achiever. They know that you are a person that can bring things to life. They know, so they like you are, regardless of where you are at, like that is just what you ooze. Like people see that potential in you all the time, so they do want to, get your opinion and harvest your ideas of what you would do if you were them, right? People might ask you that question a lot in your life. You're like, well, what would you do if you were me? All right, so our first tarot card here is the Lovers. I'll get 4 of them out here and we'll go from there. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles. Interesting. And then we have the Devil. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense. And then we have the 6 of Wands. Okay, so you have been, like I said, put on this earth to lead. Your guides want you to know that you are a leader and you're victorious. And you're going to conquer a lot of things in this lifetime, a lot of physical things, though, because you are so connected spiritually, and you've been sent here to ground, and you have been sent here to have a physical experiences. There is going to be some things that test you in life, whether that is just maybe an addiction to material items, or like some substance issues, or anything like that. Like though you guys don't want to like that's fine, that's supposed to be a part of your life, like like no, like you got to be realistic with yourself. But you were sent here to learn those lessons and have a physical experience, is what is honestly, so you can offer wisdom to other people, right? Because here's the thing, like you are like a star seed, so you don't know what to do in this human body. So you're like gonna try a bunch of different things and see if they work and try to create the physical because you're so, mentally strong that you just don't know what to do with your hands when you're down here on earth, right? um, but what I'm getting from these cards, though, is just a lot of balance. You want a lot of balance in your life. And on the quest for balance, of course, your guides want you to know that there are going to be some hiccups. There are going to be some bumps because you're always going to be like, trying to balance the physical with the spiritual and emotional. And you're a very giving person. You may give a little too much at times to other people, whether it's helping them create their ideas and different things like that. Remember to save some energy to yourself. Remember to find that balance between, like this spiritual love and then like this physical type of addiction. But you also have been sent here on a divine path to have a divine union. I'm getting that very much with you. And once if you know you're not in like the most divine union now, or you're single or anything like that, like you have been put on this earth like to connect with somebody. And you like I really, and I don't talk like this a lot, but you have a soul contract with somebody here on earth. You are going to meet up with them and you are going to create something. Whether you have had perhaps relationships or even a marriage in the past that has ended, like there is purpose, there is more, there is something coming for you that is a divine union, that is sent here to balance the scales, that is sent here for you to be victorious, that is sent here for you to inspire others, to almost like this whole like creation thing, right? For you to bring to life, because the two of you have a purpose. The two of you have a soul contract to create something together, to bring something to life here, to serve this earth in a way through each other. I'm getting like really like power couple vibes here. I'm not really going for a love reading, but for some of you, like you need to know that. You need to know that, especially if you have been struggling in love, especially if you have been struggling like Spirit has been like removing these people. They're like, no, no, no. And then maybe like got caught up with somebody too long. Who knows? And they're just like, no, no, no. Like, get back here, get on track. Like you need to come into this divine union. You need to create because this is your purpose and this is your soul. And this is what you were meant to do. You were meant to come into union and you were meant for something bigger. And it's not like this person fulfills you. You will meet this person when the two of you are wholes, when you are whole, when you are ready to create more, when being with this person doesn't complete you, it and you're both complete by yourself, and then you come together to complete something, to create something, to inspire other people, to move things forward in this world and inspire others. Okay, let's clarify the lovers here, see if I can get a little more for you. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. This is going to come after work. For some of you, if you're younger, it may be later in life. If you are older, like this is meant like there is no age limit on this, is what I'm being told to tell you. This divine union, this purpose, this contract. Like there's no age limit on it. It's going to come after you've learned a lot of lessons, after you've created a lot of things, after you've done a lot of this work too, after you've painted pictures and canvas and whatnot, right? After you've had this victory and this, like you're gonna live like maybe even a whole life before you find this person. You may feel like you've lived a whole life now, right? But you are going to be just this whole person who has done all of this work, and reap the harvest. And like this is going to be a connection. It's quite interesting. And then with the Six of Pentacles here, we have it clarified by the Three of Swords, which I'm getting is like you will pay your dues, but it'll be worth it. If you've been through a lot of heartache, if you've been through a lot of challenges, and you're just trying to balance and you're trying to be the best person that you can, you're trying to bring things to life, and you're trying to find this divine union, and like there will be bumps in the roads. You are here for a human experience. You are here to experience all of these things, so your next lifetime, maybe you don't have to, who knows? Whatever you believe, but I'm getting that a lot of you on this pile would understand what I'm talking about because I don't typically talk like this, but I'm being drawn to say these things to you. But you're being drawn to like have this really human experience. Like if you have experienced heartbreak, like it is a part of the bigger plan to get you back on track, to get you in alignment with this vision that is bigger and greater than anything you could have imagined that you have been put on this earth to create. Clarifying the devil, yeah, we have the Knight of Cups. Interesting. So a lot of you may have been maybe a little like frivolous in love in the past or anything like that. Spirit says that's okay. Like there's a lot of heart mending and things we do to cope when we try to understand our emotions, right? There's a lot of different things we do like that, but you know, on the quest, like for, I don't know, like Prince Charming or Princess, whatever, however you relate to gender, you know, of course we're going to go through trials and tribulations. Of course there's going to be pain, and we may develop coping mechanisms, but when we do the work and when we overcome our struggles and the things like our attachments and the different styles of how we react to things, we get stronger and we get better and we become, you know, victorious, and we get ready for the next chapter in our lives. Okay, and then to clarify the Six of Wands, we have the Moon. You're victorious when you kind of lean into the unknown, is what Spirit wants you to know. It's when, you know, like you understand that you don't need all the answers, but you have the faith that the answers will come and that you're going in the right direction and that you will be victorious. And that is when you are, right? Like a bit of a manifestation vibe there, but like when you kind of let it go, there's some things you're gonna like just let it go, and then all of a sudden it appears. You're really powerful, like that Spirit wants you to know. And it's when you dwell on things, it's when you take things too hard, it's when you like really try to like just ground absolutely everything into the physical so you can see it and have it. It's when you lean into the unknown and lean into what you can't see that you are actually more successful. Your guides want you to know that. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have the ring. Yes, you are created for a divine union. Just believe the vision. That makes so much sense with the canvas here and everything we've been talking about. Okay, so your guides want you to connect with them more, is what I'm getting as well, because they have a vision for you and they try to communicate it with you and they try to tell it to you in bits and pieces at a time. But they want the whole picture to come together, and you're the creator, you're the person that brings the whole picture to life. So, in any which way, and like maybe it's through tarot card readings or it's through any type of divination or how you speak to your guides or through some type of guided meditation, they want to bring a lot to light to you, that into your imagination that you can create, and they want you to see the bigger picture and they want to bring that forward to you like as a whole. And they want to work with you, they really do, they want to work with you more. I'm not getting that they have bad communication with you, but they want you to be able to see what they see for you, like the purpose that you have been put here for, because it is so grand. It's more grand than I could explain in a general reading right now. If you did a personal reading, maybe I could really like walk you down through that road, but I'm not, I shouldn't say that. I'm not offering personal readings, so there's that. But yeah, like the vision and the path and the idea that they have for you, it's so grand that they need to connect. They're dying to connect with you. Every single day they want to connect with you and show you a bit of a piece of this, because it's so big and there's so much to it. Like you look at this card and there's just like so much going on. The colors in these cards are similar, which is very interesting. I love when that happens. So with the ring here too, it's really, I don't want to say it's all leading. I don't want to say like the purpose is to be with somebody else, but it's leading to like this unity where you are this whole person all by yourself, and then that's when you find, you know, this divine union, and this is the path that you're set out on, and whatever that looks like, it may be very different. It's going to be art, right? With this vision in the canvas, like whatever that looks like, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be something that this world has never seen before. You're going to do things that people never expected. You're going to just, you know, activate this power in and of each other, and you're going to get guided to each other. Have faith in that. Don't go. You don't even need to search for it. Is what your guides want you to know. Like it'll come. It's going to come. It's part of your purpose. It's part of the vision that they have for you. Okay, and then for the last card, I did pull a self-care oracle. So let's see what we have. Make an altar. I think this is so fitting for you after what we just said here. So if you can lean into prayer or lean into into your faith or spirituality in any which way that you can, because your guides do want to connect with you, and they want to connect with you regularly. They want to give you guidance. So whatever you relate to, creator, source, God, just faith, the universe, there's a lot of connection that wants to make itself present to you in your life, and have give you guidance and give you direction and provide you a lot of peace is what I'm getting. So maybe leaning into this idea of creating an altar and creating a space where it's actually a ritual in which you go through the steps and to connect with your guides that may help you a lot, to find some connection, to have some routine there. Okay, group two. Wow, that was quite the reading. I hope you pulled something from that. This is my favorite reading to do. Absolutely. What you need to hear most is just my favorite thing. I feel like I can channel like nothing else when I do these readings. So I hope it resonated. Please give me a like, and I am trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So if you could subscribe, that would make me oh so happy. I will catch you next time. It's been a pleasure sitting here in your energy. I'm so excited for you. Bye. All right, hello, group three, and welcome to your reading. We are asking Spirit today what you need to hear most. This is one of my favorite readings. I love doing what you need to hear most because I can just kind of lean in and channel and get tons and tons of messages with no limitations or expectations. I don't really even have a super huge format to it. I just channel and we go. So if you chose this pyrite right here and a set of cards number 3, then this is the message from your guides to you about what you need to hear most. So let's dive right in. Your first card is the 7 Star Sisters. Birthing creations, tapestry of life, expression. Interesting. I'll get these 3 out and then I'll tell you what I see. Your next card is baby steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. Interesting. And then we've got you've got the love. Codependency and boundaries. Interesting. Okay. So what I'm getting here is for a lot of you, you want perhaps a family, you want perhaps love, you want like white picket, like you have a vision of what you want, you have a vision of what you want from your family and things like that. And perhaps like some of you, I'm getting like this is not, and I'm like trigger warning here as well. But this isn't for everybody, and this is probably very select few, but you may like have like this is birthing new creations. So there may be like some fertility issues, or you're longing to have a baby, or you're longing to have a family with children, regardless of your gender. And then baby steps, and then the love. Like it's just quite interesting here that it all kind of leads to that same energy to me. So for a lot of you, you have this vision, you have this idea, you know what you want, and it's just taking much longer than you thought. But Spirit needs you to know that it's taking much longer than you thought because it wants you to end up in the right place. It doesn't want you to end up settling so that you get these things, but then you don't get the other things that you need from a relationship, or that you need from a family, or that you need from a career, or that you need from something you want to bring in life. Like, so that you don't like settle for some certain elements of this just to get the end goal, just to get the picture, right? Just to paint the picture. They need you to know that this is all being slowed down so that you have the right people in your life, you have the right resources in your life, that everything is being set up for you to have the right things in your life. You're questioning the speed is what I'm getting. Like you're just getting, maybe you're not questioning the speed, but you're just getting a little exhausted, like a little tired. Like how long can this take? Like how many more baby steps can I take? Like I've walked all the way up this mountain with this giant backpack on, and here I am, and I'm ready for it. I want to create it. And just yeah, but they're saying keep going. Like this card says follow your intuition before it makes sense. Like that is what you're doing, is what your guides want you to know. That is fine. You are making space for what you want in your life, whether that be family or career, different things like that. You are creating the space for it, and that is what you are supposed to be doing. Like kind of let them take care of the rest. Don't dwell on that too much. Don't settle. Don't settle. Don't settle. Keep your boundaries. Know what you need, because you don't want to end up in like codependent situation, whether that is in business or in love, where you're dependent on the resources of the other person to get what you want. You want to be able to get there either together or to get there, on your own first, and then have space to welcome somebody else into that world with you. With Because you have a lot of ideas, you have a lot of things you want to create, and I'm getting in like just this adorable sense of energy of spirit telling me they want you to know that none of your ideas are like silly or taboo or cliche or like anything, that you may think about the things that you want from this life. Some of you, I'm getting, maybe you even want to be like a stay-at-home mom, and then that's amazing, and that's the path that you're meant to be on. And like, just don't rush it, because spirit really wants to get this right for you. They really want this for you. Your guides really want this for you, no matter the struggles that come in your way. Like, these struggles are here so that you get it right. These lessons or these issues or these problems or these things that you have to go through, they're here to make you stronger. They're here to put you on this journey. They're here to make you, ready for the opportunities that are about to birth, whether it be something you're trying to create, like even a child, or whether you're trying to create a family, or whether you're trying to create a business, or whether you're trying to bring an idea to life. Like, and then there's struggle and hurdle after hurdle after hurdle. It's some of you, it's being slowed down so that you're at the right time, so that the timing is right. And some of you, like, you're being actually like tested through these issues, but so that you are stronger, that you can be, the better parent, the better business owner, the better partner. And so that when this actually does happen, like this, the strength you will have when this all comes to light, your guides want you to know that it'll be like, wow, like you'll be ready for anything after this, because of the strength that you have shown to get to where you're going. You're so determined. They want you to know that they see that. They see your determination. They see that you will do anything to make this come to life. You will do anything to make this a creation, and they will reward that. Your rewards are coming. They need you to have faith. They need you to hand some things over to them, and they need you to let them take care of some stuff for you, and just lean on your fate, and lean on, those you have around you, and just know that the right things are coming to you at the right time. At the right time. Timing's everything. They want you to know the right things are coming to you at the right time, for the right reasons, when you're ready, and when you have the strength to do this in a way that is inspiring to others. The strength, like, to almost like tell your story. You're gonna have quite the story to tell after this. Spirit wants you to know, of strength and determination, and you can inspire others, and you can help others to get to where you got, because you just did not quit. Because this was your vision, this is what you wanted, and you just did not quit. And they see that, and they know that you're experiencing obstacles. They know that you're having physical struggles. They know that they're throwing a lot of weird stuff at you in your path, but there's all a purpose, right? And you need to know, like, that we go through the things that we go through on this path to build us, to make us stronger, to build character, to make us ready for any battle that we face. And it's not that any like, it's like the struggle will put you in the right rooms at the right time for so many other things in your life, right? And what you have gone through, and the work that you have gotten to get here, whether that is like creating a family or manifesting a partner or creating a business, like, the roadblocks are just going to make you in the right places at the right times for so many other things in your life. You won't even be able to imagine it, right? And it's going to inspire you. A lot of you, I'm getting, like, if it is issues getting there, like, it's going to inspire you to be able to help other people and teach other people, and show others how you did it. And you can honestly become a role model because of what you are going through. You guys are really going through it, a lot of you. I can tell that from this pile. I can tell from the energy, like, you're tired, but you're determined, right? You're exhausted, but you know what you want, and you will not give up. Like, you're spinning every plate. Like, you're like running around spinning this plate, trying to get none of them to drop, because you want one of them to stick, and you want it to be, like, you're every resource that you have is being put on creating this, or creating space for it, and you've created a lifestyle that is welcoming it, and you've been positive, and you've done the work, and spirit wants you to know, like, It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Have faith, have faith, have faith. It's coming. You can do it. You're doing great. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else we have here. We have trust. Yeah. Trust. You're doing great. Trust in spirit. Trust in your guides. Trust in where you're going. Trust that it will all work out. I accept my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yeah. So when we get a little, your guides want you to know that sometimes when we get a little, fixed on creating something in the physical, like we forget to listen to our intuition about certain situations because we get really fixated on what we can tactically do to make something happen, that sometimes we lean out of faith. And then sometimes when we come back in alignment with our intuition, our inner self, and our sense of direction and where we are going and our sense of purpose, like then we align with exactly the thing that we need, the opportunity, the solution, whatever, for it to present itself to us, because we have taken a step back and we've learned to listen to ourselves again. You know the answers are inside you. Your guides want you to know that. And you're yeah, like you're going to be successful. Like, do not worry, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. Do not worry, it's coming for you. Like, some of you might be so close to it and you think like, what else is going to go wrong? A lot of you are like, well, this is too good to be true, like something bad has to happen or something like that. But happiness is coming. And it says, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. You are on the right path, and you need to find the happiness in all the moments on this path, right? And you need to stay in your joy, and you need to stay the course is what I'm getting. Like, stay the course. You follow the path, keep going. It's going to lead you to the happiness. It's going to lead you to what you want. It's going to lead you to success and change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement or change. Your guides want you to know that this may look a little different than you always thought it would, but you're going to get the same goal. Like, your big picture, your big vision, like you're going to end up there. It's just like the path might be different. We might have to change courses a few times. We might have to go in a different direction this way. You may have always envisioned starting this type of business, but then you end up in this type of business, which actually ends up fine and aligns perfectly with your vision. It's just like the course changed a little bit on the way to adapt with the ever changing economy and world. That's just like the business realm, or like maybe you saw yourself with a certain type of person, and you were really fixated on like having like this type of significant other in your life, and then you meet somebody, and then they ended up being everything you ever wanted, and then the picture still comes to life, but you just had to like change the idea a bit of how you got there. I'm getting, or like, I wanted X car, but I could go through a million examples right now. But how you get there is going to be, you guys want you to know, it's going to be a little bit different than you have envisioned, but you're going to end up with so much love, so much light, and the result, the feeling that you want it, right? It may not look exactly like pinpoint what you want it, but it's the feeling, it's the fulfillment that you want it, right? It's the holding that tangible thing, and then having this emotional connection to it. And you'll get there. You'll get there. Spirit says it just might like look a little different to get there for some people than they thought it would. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has for advice here. Yeah, we have the Six of Pentacles. Interesting. We have the Four of Pentacles. Next, we have the Ten of Cups. Happiness. You'll get there. You'll get there. Fulfillment. Believe me. Trust, trust, trust. And then we have the Knight of Cups. I will put these over here and grab them in a minute. We'll go through these first. So we have the Six of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to work on balance in your life. Like I said, like let this thing, whatever you're trying to manifest, whatever you're trying to create, like give it some space to breathe. Like you planted it, you planted the seed. You're trying to do the work. Like don't smother it. Try to find some balance in life, some like giving and receiving, because you like perhaps you give, but you do not know how to receive. And there is a gift out there for you. There is a gift out there that is waiting to like be given to you, but you don't know how to take it. You don't know how to accept it. You're not in receiving energy. You're in giving energy. You're in putting in the work energy. And you don't know how to like even accept the answers when they present themselves right in front of you, because you're used to things being so much hard work. You're used to have to putting in so much like sweat equity into things to even find any to get your value out of it, right? Whereas things can come easier. Your guides want you to know. And you be very protective of the things that you get because you work so hard for them, and then you have such a tight grip on them that like if you lost them, you wouldn't know what to do, right? Because it's like you ever like see a little cartoon where they have like an what is it? It's like Dexter's Lab or something, and she has a bunny and she like squeezes it to death because she loves it so much. But that's the thing, like you're clinging onto the little things that you think are going to get you to your 10 of Cups, because you're so scared you'll lose them because things aren't working out perfectly. But your guides want you to let go a little bit because they know that the 10 of Cups is coming for you. They know that there's emotional fulfillment and happiness and like, you know, a marriage, a house, a kids, and whatnot, and whatever your checklist may involve. They just need you to be a little more flexible about how you get there and like give it over to faith some of it sometime because you're taking it all on. You're taking it all on, and it's a lot to carry. And you deserve the fantasy. You deserve for it to be romanticized a little. You deserve for it to be natural, and you deserve for it to come to you. You deserve emotional fulfillment. And you deserve it. It's just and it's coming, like it's coming. It's you just got to let it go a little. They really just want you to like give it to them. Give it to them. They'll take care of it. They just see that you're exhausted. They see that you're tired. They see that you're always weighing on things and trying to balance them out and like, well, if I it's almost like you're trying to make deals with the universe, right? You're like, well, if I do this, this, this and this, then you should give me X. And they're just like, it's not quite how it works. We love the enthusiasm, though. You're doing so great. All right, so let's clarify this 6 of Pentacles. Yes, we have the King of Cups. So over here we have the Knight of Cups, and then we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is just like this pure emotional, like character who is very stable, and it's just kind of leaning into that emotional intelligence, so to say, and just this stability that comes around like what I'm getting from your guides is some of you may be very caught up in the physical things, the physical things around you and like the tactical things that you can prove happened. But it's just this sense of knowing and this sense of emotional stability, knowing that now, because of all you have been through, you have the emotional strength to go through anything and acknowledging that as a step, acknowledging that as a treasure, acknowledging that as a success. Because sometimes we measure our success by things like, do I have this purse, this car, this condo, whatnot? But sometimes we can actually measure our success by our emotional intelligence and how we cope with new situations and how balanced we are and different things like that. And those are the lessons that you have been learning this entire time. It's not about all of the things that you've acquired or that were on your list on your journey there. It's about the security and your emotional intelligence and your strength that you have acquired on this journey. Okay, so let's clarify the Four of Pentacles with justice. Yes. Let go and justice will prevail. Loosen your grip and everything will just fall into place because you're holding on to it so tight. It's all bundled up. And if you just let it go, the chips are going to fall exactly where they need to fall and everything is going to be okay and you'll see it clear. You'll see it clear. Answers are coming. Your guides want you to know that answers are coming. All right. And to clarify the 10 of Cups, you have the Magician. It's still your vision. It's still your creation. It's still everything you dreamed of. The path is different. The journey is different. How you get there is different. The horse is maybe white, not black or something. Brown. I don't know. I'm just making up things. Like it's like maybe you didn't even go on a horse. You went in a car instead, right? We're just modernizing. We're updating for the times. We're adapting to what the hand that we're dealt and what we're working with. All right, and then to clarify the Knight of Cups, we have the Eight of Pentacles. You have put in the work. You put in so much work. You put in so much effort. Like it is recognized on this journey. It is recognized, and your guides need you to know that just stay strong, stay patient. Truth will prevail, and you will get your Ten of Cups. You will get this happily ever after. All right, so your next card is the Womb. And then we have the bridge. Okay, so with the womb, I just, I'm getting a lot of fertile energy, a lot of birthing energy. Perhaps some of you may, like trigger warning once again, have some fertility issues or anything like that. And then this is the journey you're on, or perhaps you had a birth in the past and it was traumatic, or something like that. But if not, like you just have this nurturing energy that will be rewarded in the way like in your dying, like you're like just it's like killing you that you can't use it, right? You're just like, I want to cherish something and I want to take care of something and I want to grow something and I want to create something, whether that is family related or whether that is business related or friendship related. You just have this nurturing energy that is just bundled up inside of you, and you don't know what to do with it because you just want to use it and you just want to put it into play, and you need to get it out there. And your guides want you to know, like, it's okay to feel like that. Like, you are a nurturer. You are, like, no matter what the outcome is or no matter what path you're on, like, you are that energy. That is you. And you can be that at any time in any situation. You can apply that. You can, start mothering whatever you want, every situation around you if you want. And if that makes you feel better and that helps you use that energy and get you into that energy so things can kind of move forward for you, that is fine. And then with the bridge here, a lot of you are going through a lot of change. And it is like kind of like, think of it as like crossing a bridge. Like there's some land on this side, and the land on this side might look a little different, but we're still connected, right? We're still going on this journey. We're still crossing this bridge. We're still moving over, through this bridge. And like we're on one island, and then we're on another island, and this island might have a different currency, or I don't know what I'm trying to make up here. But things change, but they're still the same, and it's still all connected. There's this interconnectivity that your guides really want to push through with you here. Okay, so your last card in this reading is just a light self-care oracle that I pulled. This is just try to help you connect with your guides and how you can kind of move some of this advice forward. And that card is connect with the earth. Yeah, so I mean, to clear your mind, I think a lot of you may get really caught up and fixated even with the space around you for some. I'm getting. Go for a nice long walk, be one with nature, listen to your music, connect with the earth, go, sit by a tree, go be outside while the weather's still nice. And actually just connect with the earth and ground yourself a bit and just see the wonders around the world, because you are such a creator and you are in this birthing energy and you are in this creation energy. It will help you a lot to be one with nature. Okay, group 3, thank you so much. It was a pleasure reading for you here today. If you made it all the way to the end, I would appreciate it so much if you subscribed and liked this video. I am on the quest for 1,000 subscribers, so I would love to have you on that journey. I cannot wait to read for you again. Bye!